Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Welcome into News 5 Now at 8 o'clock. I'm Shimani Baker here with Bill Riles.
Hey, it's raining.
Yes, it is.
We told you it was going to rain. It's raining all morning long.
Yes, it is. I feel like I want to take a nap. Like, it's just so gloomy
That's a great
outside.
idea.
Just want to get my blankie and cuddle up. Yeah, let's
Oh,
just...
sorry.
We're awake.
I did that yesterday afternoon.
Did you really?
I,
Bill told us this morning he had his hoodie on in his Florida room. And
well, it's because it's freezing in my house, and you know why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his wife, Miss Tony.
Yeah. And so I was kind of huddled up in my chair. I had my hoodie on. I figured out, I could pull the hoodie over my eyes like this, and I did. And I just
Lean over.
felt so
I love
good. A
that.
little afternoon snooze there.
Well,
So
maybe we'll do that again
I'm
today.
raring to go today, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're keeping an eye on a couple of stories for you. We'll tell you what they are after this.
This is News 5 Now, streaming live to your neighborhood and around the world.
Well, you know the drill. We're going to get started with our big stories this morning, starting off with number 5. The Kremlin is sending the United States a warning after the Biden administration's decision to let Ukraine strike targets inside Russia with American-supplied longer-range missiles. The U.S. has avoided such a move until now.
Number 4, Christmas cheer is springing up everywhere. Right here along the Gulf Coast, too. This week, the trees lining Section Street in downtown Fairhope will be lit up for the city's tree lighting. The fun starts at 5:30 Thursday. Look at all those people having fun. I guess this is from last year.
That's fake snow there.
Fake snow. We got a little bit of everything going on. The lights are going on at 6 o'clock, so be there.
I like how you said that. The Christmas cheer.
Yeah.
Get in the spirit there. Number 3, 2 areas proposed for rezoning in Spanish Fort were the main topic of discussion in yesterday's city council meeting. The areas proposed for rezoning sit across the street from Rouse's on State Road 225. The proposed rezoning has caused a ton of concern in the community as the petition has received over 1,000 signatures in only 13 days. Residents expressed concern about an increase in traffic in the area and about the wetlands the businesses would sit on top of. The developer still has an opportunity to resubmit his application. Another public hearing will be held on December 2nd.
Number 2, the Gulf Islands National Seashore has closed Fort Pickens ahead of incoming inclement weather. Campers were told to evacuate by 4 o'clock yesterday. Fort Pickens will remain closed until further notice. They plan to assess conditions on Thursday. Of course, Fort Pickens is one of those usual suspects like the causeway and that sort of thing that gets flooded because we get that, say it with me now, southerly flow of air
Southerly flow of
pushes
air.
water up along the coast. And
You
some
sound so
areas get
Educated,
flooded.
almost like a meteorologist.
Something like I listen to the meteorologists sometimes.
you?
Most of the time.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that inclement weather is here, and we are weather aware. Chad Petrie was on the causeway this morning where the off-ramps to the causeway from I-10 were closed due to the flooding. Now, this is video from just a little while ago, and we have meteorologist Caroline Carruthers here with us to talk about what's going on, to give us an update. I want to know when this rain will be out of here.
I think Bill nailed it. I don't think you need me. He's got it.
Southerly air.
Southerly flow.
Sir, what are you talking
So
about?
the coastal flooding this morning, Bill's right. It wasn't from the rain. The rain had just started. It was
Right.
from strong winds coming in from the south and kind of pushing the water over the side rails there on the causeway. And that typically happens.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal for this part of the world, and the eastbound lanes were closed and all of that. But I was just looking at some reports, and it does look like many spots, especially in our western counties, have already gotten 1 to 2 inches of rain. And so really coming down out there. The heaviest rain is starting to slide into our area right now, kind of west to east. And we'll see by the time the day is done, 3 to 4 inches of rain. It's
Ooh.
isolated higher amounts. And we need the rain, which is good. So
Yeah.
most of it is beneficial rain for us. Can't rule out a strong storm near the coastline, but things will taper off as the afternoon goes on, but then rough surf is going to kind of linger.
Gotcha. And once that rain kind of tapers off, those cooler temperatures come right on in.
This is what she was waiting for. She's like, stop talking about the rain. I
Let's
want the
move
cooler
on.
temperatures.
Yes.
Yes, cooler temperatures with highs in the 60s, lows in the 30s and 40s. That starts Thursday. I'm excited.
So excited.
More napping
Guys,
weather for us, Shimani.
No, seriously. But it's November. I feel like
I
it
know.
should be cooler this time of year. I don't know why we're still in the 70s and 80s.
She
And
asks
it's
me that
winter?
every day.
I can't wrap my mind around why that's happening.
We get a little bit of everything this week. It was warm
Yeah.
and muggy yesterday, rainy today. So find
Cool
something
tomorrow.
you like this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pull out those jackets, dust them off. You're going to need them later in the week. Well, Caroline, thank you so much for
No
joining us.
problem.
It's always a pleasure having you on,
Thank you.
even
It's
though
so
she
fun.
dreads it.
I do not.
I'm like, Caroline, come on. She's like,
I like it.
I don't want you.
But Bill nails it, you know?
Nah, I think we can have you instead. What do you think? What do you think?
I love it. It's always fun.
Thank you, Caroline. We are going to move over to our question of the day today, and it is, what do you think is the mysterious substance that is being found on Baldwin County residents' cars? Now, we've talked about this story for, a while now, almost a week. Last week, Asher did the story on it. Yesterday, Taylor Boysen in Baldwin County did the story on this substance that is popping up on cars, and it's costing a lot of money to get that substance off. We're still not sure what exactly it is.
No firm answers. But wait, before you get to that, before you get to people's
Okay.
hypothesis here,
Okay.
let me tell you mine.
Yes, you have a good one.
Well, I think what you're going to find, I don't have any inside information with it, but I believe somebody probably dumped some chemical on the highway just to get rid of it. And I
Right.
think that it's like a chemical that if you had to go through the proper steps to dispose of it,
Right.
it would be expensive.
Right.
But if you just dump it out on the road somewhere as you're, moving along
Right.
and get rid of it that way.
Well, that's a shame. I hope
my
that's not the
hypothesis.
case. I hope
don't,
that's not
I have
the case.
no inside information about whether or not that is true. I just, that's my feeling.
But it's in this one fixed area, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, but
Between
if you-
Robertsdale and
it's sort of a remote area.
yeah.
I mean, there's traffic there, quite a lot. But if you're just driving down the road and you open a spigot or a bucket or a 55-gallon drum and dump something out, then you don't have to get rid of it the right way.
No, I hear
it's
you.
a-
I think it's a shame though, and
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to sue.
And-
People are going to sue for this.
Well, if you,
They can
certainly
figure
they
out
would
where
if-
it's coming
if anybody
from,
ever
yeah.
stepped up and said, "Yep, I did it," and now you're going to open
they're
the
probably not going to
floodgates.
step up and say that.
Probably
but
never.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
But-
Tony says, we do need some answers. It's probably harmless health-wise, but we need to make sure. The fact it's damaging people's cars is really bad.
Yeah.
With all the unchecked construction happening, it's more than likely that.
Could be. I don't know what sort of construction material that would be.
To
I-
stick
I-
on your car that long?
I think I'm pretty sure thinking that it's not a petroleum product, like would be used in tar or something on the road,
Right.
because that would come off with a solvent.
Right.
So this is like a gluey substance that just hardens, and it sticks there. They're having to sand it off cars.
I know. We
So-
reported earlier $4,000 for one person's car to get all that off
Body
their
work ain't cheap.
Land Rover. I mean, that's crazy.
So yeah, a lot of people got it on their cars if they drove through that way, and I really do hate it for folks that they're having to deal with this. But I think eventually it'll come out. But somebody had mentioned sending it off for testing.
Right.
I don't know how that works. Surely there's a
And that's what Crystal
There's a-
says. I don't understand why some sort of testing hasn't been done. I
Yeah.
think they're doing that now to figure out what is going on.
and of course that costs money. Who's going to step up
Absolutely,
to the plate to do
yeah.
that? So, but I think it certainly needs to be done. But
Chris
somebody
says,
mentioned
tank of drilling mud spill.
Yeah, I don't know. Does drilling mud stick to things
People drove through it.
like that and dry and
Oh.
harden and it
Oh,
seems
gosh. Some people are so silly. Brian says, Beef O'Brady's wing sauce.
No, that's not
Come
what
on.
it is. Come on, Brian. Trying to make a joke, I guess.
I'm sorry, that was pretty funny. Wing sauce?
Well, I've never had their
Please.
wing sauce, so I don't know. Yeah, it could be.
But it is like
We've got some pretty creative
it
answers
is
here.
like a reddish orange
Yeah.
color
I
that's
don't know.
coming up on the car.
But it's very hard, and it dries very hard, and so I think if
I'm sorry,
you know,
guys.
if you're trying to get out there and sand your own car and sand it off of there,
I don't know.
I don't know. You might want to consult.
I
a
just
body
hope
shop.
that they figure it out because it is a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that these people are going through that. We are going to move over to our poll once I can pull it up. Here it is. Do you think the NFL will ever have another team go undefeated?
Well, I don't know. The Chiefs almost pulled it off. They that was a exciting game when they lost to the Bills the other afternoon with that Josh Allen run to seal the game. But I don't know who the last one. I think 72 Dolphins went undefeated. Is that right?
You're asking the wrong
That's what
person.
this guy says. Joe says
I have no idea.
72 Dolphins. I don't know.
This is not a question for me.
You don't weigh in?
I don't have any.
I mean, I think that the Chiefs this year at least had the biggest opportunity, and they blew it. So they didn't blow it; they just got beat. The Bills played a much better game. But anyway, I don't know. It's gotten more competitive. I think I wonder if the opposite is true. That there's more of a chance of a team being totally defeated than
undefeated. Yeah, that's true.
We haven't won a game all year. I don't know.
And you know what? John loves the Saints, and I'm rooting for the Saints, but that sounds like the story for them for a while. But they just won two games.
No, they've won two
back
games.
to back. Yeah.
Back then, they've won games already this season. So
good for them.
They're marginally average this year, I think. So, and they've had some troubles. They fired their head coach. It's not, So they got some stuff going on.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, you can chime in on our poll and question of the day. All you have to do is head over to WKRG through our Facebook page and make sure you're following us, liking our page first, and then you can go and comment and share all your comments and questions, and we'll try to share them here on News 5 Now.
There you go. Anybody got an umbrella? I gotta go out for. I'm gonna go out for breakfast, and I need an umbrella.
I don't have an umbrella, but I would like if you could bring me back some breakfast.
Would you
that
now?
would be nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's like, yeah, no, not going to happen. We do have some comments here. We always ask you all, where are you watching from? We see Pensacola, Citronelle, Birmingham, Wemo, Mount Vernon, Florida, Pensacola. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Well, we appreciate it very much. Yeah. All right. CBS Morning's on right now, 9 o'clock. Devin Walsh, Caroline Carruthers, Simone Sherrod, the whole gang there at 9. And then later on today, noon with Devin, and 12:30 News 5 Now. She'll be right here in one of these seats.
We'll see you back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock, or you can tune in to News 5 this morning from 4:30 to 7 to see Bill and I.
That's right. We'll be there.
Thank y'all for joining us. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.